Have you ever seen a roller coaster themed disaster movie? You know, the low budget, cheesy movies about roller coasters malfunctioning and killing everyone on board? Most of the time, they're good for an hour of entertainment and cheap laughs because they could never happen, right? They could never happen, right? Of course they can. Roller coasters are designed to handle way more abuse than they're usually submitted to by a day of use. Or at least, that's what I used to tell myself. To be specific, that's what I told myself before me and some friends managed to break all the rides we went on at Disneyland back in high school. Let me set the story straight before people start freaking out. No one was injured or killed from our strange experience, thankfully. However, there were a few cases where, if the rides hadn't stopped when they did, someone might have been. Also, I don't want people to think I'm taking a jab at Disney. I have so many happy memories in the Magic Kingdom, which is why this experience sticks out to me as odd. The whole fiasco began when my buddies and I went on a trip to Disneyland with our high school performing arts groups. It was a blast. We drove through the Vegas Strip on the way there, ate at some famous restaurants, and spent a full day at the Disney parks. I have never slept less in my entire life, but I loved every minute of that trip. Setting all that aside, me and my two friends didn't actually ride many rides at Walt Disney's masterpiece of a theme park. We set out to ride all of them at least twice that day. But after our first run through our favorite roller coaster, the ride line came to a dead stop. We were escorted out of the ride by staff, and when we asked later, they told us the ride was speeding up and had stopped before it became unsafe, which had never happened before in all my trips to the Disney parks. We made a joke of it, saying that our friend John jinxed the ride, but as the day progressed, it stopped becoming a joke. Ride after ride after ride broke as we tried to get on. On one of the water rides, the water at the bottom of an 80-foot drop emptied from the ride. On another roller coaster, a piece of fake rock on a piston fell to head level, which caused the whole ride to be shut down before we got on. It got so bad that after a few hours of rides shutting down and breaking, our friend was actually apologizing for cursing the rides. It was starting to bum us all out pretty hard. And since we couldn't ride any of the rides, we went to the other park. As soon as we left the first park, the rides started working again. I know because a group of kids we knew from the school band told us as much when we met them later that night. It was probably just a freak coincidence that the rides kept breaking when and how they did. But the odd way that those rides broke, and the fact that they broke right as we got on, it still makes me wonder. I'm not sure what we did to give us such a string of bad luck. But I know what I saw.